Welcome back. It is now day 3 of the new Biden administration, week 3 of 2021, and clean energy stocks are off to a very strong start. CNBC.com reporter Pippa Stevens is here to take us through some of the big winners. And of course, clean energy has been a huge focus for many investors. Pippa.
Hey, Dom. Good morning. That's right. Clean energy coming off a record 2020, both in terms of performance as well as investor interest. And that momentum showing no signs of slowing down. Falling costs, greater adoption, ESG investing among the driving factors here. And then, of course, President Biden, on day 1, he re-entered the U.S. into the Paris Climate Agreement, really setting the stage for clean energy to be a priority throughout his administration. So getting down to some of the specifics and some of the top outperformers, take a look at shares of SunPower, the residential home solar installer, up 35% this week, 69% this year. Windblade manufacturer TPI Composites rising 11% this week, 30% this year. And then you can't really talk about the surge in clean energy without touching on the fuel cell stocks. So Plug Power, really quite a volatile stock here. It's been known to swing heavily in either direction, but shares of Plug Power up nearly 90% this year as investors bet that hydrogen fuel cells are really the future, Dom, even if it's still a few years away at this point.
Pippa, it's a 79% run for Plug Power on a year-to-date basis. We're 3 weeks into the year. Given how much these types of stocks are up in terms of valuations, how are they looking? Is there really that much more upside ahead? It seems as though the risk reward at this stage tilts more towards maybe downside, right?
Yeah, that's a great point. And there are certainly a lot of investors saying after this big run higher, valuations really do look stretched. You know, I spoke to one investment manager the other day who said that he foresees a pullback coming. And he mentioned that he didn't expect these stocks to rise more than 200% last year. And he doesn't really forecast that type of return for this year. That said, he remains optimistic on the space. And there's still plenty of value to be had, according to Wall Street analysts. So this week, for instance, JP Morgan reiterated its overweight rating on shares of Sunrun and Sunnova. The firm thinks that continued adoption of solar across the U.S. will continue to drive these stocks higher. Also this week, Morgan Stanley initiated coverage on Solar Edge. The company makes inverters, which are commonly referred to as the brains of a solar system. Morgan Stanley said Solar Edge has a wide economic moat and that it's gaining market share in a rapidly growing space. And then finally, Truist initiating coverage on Enphase Energy with a buy rating. Enphase, of course, joined the S&P 500 earlier this month. It's the first pure play solar name to be added to the benchmark index. So really a vote of confidence there for the company and clean energy. Truist saying that, once again, Enphase has a strong leadership position, a premium product in the space that's just taking off.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.